Have I mentioned to you guys that I really like making lists, particularly book lists, which is why I like the Broken the Bookish Top 10 Tuesday so much? This week is a choose your own top 10 Tuesday, so I decided to do one that I saw over on the Nerdy Book Club blog some time ago, and it is the top 10 books I would like to reread for the first time. Now, these are in no particular order. They're in the order I thought of them and wrote them down on the sticky notepad that I keep next to my computer. Number 10 is Ready Player One, and I don't have a physical copy because I gave my physical copy to a friend because she loved it so much. I have an audiobook copy read by Will Wheaton, and it is awesome. And an ebook copy, so I think I'm pretty covered in terms of that particular book. It is 80s pop culture, it is video games, it is the Easter egg hunt of a lifetime, and it is awesome. Number 9 is Codename Verity, and I read this for my historical fiction book app challenge earlier this year. And I had some conversations with some of my friends on Twitter, other Nerdy Book Club members, and the author about just the sheer awesome that is this book. I would love to reread it and experience the main character's gumption, or one of the main characters, her gumption again for the first time. That'd be awesome. Next, so this is number 8, is The Fault in Our Stars, and I've said it before, part of the reason I love this book so much is because Hazel and Augustus traipse around the part of Indianapolis where I grew up, and just to be able to experience Indy through the characters for the first time again would be amazing, and I would probably bawl through the entire thing like I did the first time I read it. 7 is One for the Murphys, and I have 3 words, and that it sums up my entire experience with this book. Wicked, Track 18. 6 is A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness, or really anything by Patrick Ness. I think he's an amazing writer. This one in particular is about a boy who is haunted by a monster, and I didn't find it scary. My students love the read aloud, and it has stunning illustrations. I would love to reread this for the first time. Actually, everything on this list I would love to reread for the first time, so I'm just going to stop saying that now. 5 is Unwind by Neil Shusterman. I would love to re-experience the questioning that goes along with this book, as well as the lunch with the author that went along with the purchasing of this book, which if you want to know about, I can tell you about another time. 4 is Where She Went by Gail Forman. It is the sequel to If I Stay, and this is one of those books like Guitar Notes and Revolution that inspired me as a musician, and I need some of that right now. I've got ambitious music goals for the summer, and I've not even started yet. 3 is Haunted by Chuck Palahniuk, and if you've not read any Chuck Palahniuk and you like to have visceral reactions to the things you read, I would actually start with Fight Club. I would not read this first. I have never read another author that evoked such intense gut reactions, and I would love... Wait a minute. Every time I reread this, I still feel the same thing. Never mind. Let's try again. 3, take 2, 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. And let's just say I get the snowball effect thing, and I would love to go back to that place where, you know, you're reading along and you think, oh no, she's not really dead, she's not really dead, she's not really dead. And yeah. 2 is Kindred by Octavia Butler, which I talked about in, I think, my last video, or the video before last, one of the two. And I would love to have that experience of being validated about reading sci-fi again. It was fantastic. Next best thing, though, is rereading it with someone who has never read it, which me and AJD are going to do this summer, and we encourage you to, well, I encourage you, I'm not going to speak for her, to join us in our read of Kindred by Octavia Butler, because it is awesome. Number 1, and this is my tattered copy, the copy that I've had since I was a child that no longer has a cover. Oh look, there we go. That's identified. Quentin Blake. And it is Matilda by Roald Dahl. It is no secret that this is my favorite book of all time, and that Matilda was my first superhero, and essentially my introduction into the world of superheroes. And she was a superhero that read voraciously, which, you know, once again, I felt validated. I would love to experience, you know, the Trunchbull's defeat and Bruce Bogtrotter and the chocolate cake again for the first time, because it is awesome and amazing and lovely. So for you, what are the top however many books you would love to reread for the first time? Leave them in the comments. Don't forget to check out the blog at Broke in the Bookish, which I will leave a link to in the descriptions. I will see you in the comments. Until then, I am the Supplier, wishing you happy reading. Don't forget to be awesome.